So Errol Spence has activated his rematch clause. He's coming back for more. He's coming back for more. Who does that? Errol Spence got beat to a pulp in the first bout with Terrence Crawford. Brutalized, traumatized. It looked like he just had another car accident. That's how bad Errol Spence looked after he got knocked out by Terrence Crawford. And now Terrence Crawford is coming. Errol Spence is coming back for more. Like, that's just like someone with a big plate of food piled up 10 feet high, and they're eating, and they're like, man, I'm full, I don't want any more. And they go throw the plate of food that they can't finish in the trash. And you're like, alright, so they're leaving now. They're walking away, right? No, that person goes back for seconds. And not only gets a bigger plate of food, he gets a bigger plate. And he hasn't even let the first plate of food that he couldn't finish settle in yet. That's how bizarre this rematch is. And the fight, the first fight, was not close. It wasn't like Terrence Crawford got a lucky shot and knocked him out. It wasn't like a Caleb Plant versus Daryl. What's his name? Dude's name. Daryl. What's that dude's name Caleb Plant knocked out? Anthony Durrell. That's it. Anthony Durrell. Caleb Plant got a nice shot off Anthony Durrell and knocked him out. But with the Spence and Crawford fight, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that at all. It was more like a David Benavidez beating Anthony Durrell type of beatdown. Where the ref had said, that's enough. That's enough. Stop the motherfucking fight. Now, we all know Anthony Durrell didn't want no more motherfucking David Benavidez after that fight. As he should. He shouldn't. He should just motherfucking part ways with David Benavidez. Just like Errol Spence should motherfucking part ways with Terrence Crawford. But no. No. Errol Spence is not parting ways. He's going back for seconds. He's going back for seconds. Well, like most people, we don't want to see an extension of the 12th round. Best thing we could do is hope for a better fight, a more competitive fight. Because even if you're an Errol Spence fan, even if you're a Terrence Buck Crawford fan, you don't want to see another one-sided fight. You want to see a competitive matchup. And we know the Spencers, they want it back in blood. They want it back in blood. They want that get back. But they not the one stepping in the ring. Errol Spence fans not the one stepping in the ring. They want Errol Spence to step in the ring so they can feel better about themselves for choosing Errol Spence to beat Bud Crawford in the first place. So they gassing Errol up, saying, bro, go back at 154 and you're going to magically be better. But that's not how any of this works. That's not how this works. You can go up and down in weight. Skills don't change. Techniques don't change. Habits don't change. Going up to 154 is not magically going to make Spence quicker. It's not going to make him more athletic. It's not going to make him move his head faster. It's not going to make him pull more stuff out of his bag. Moving up to 154 is just gaining more weight. Just like moving down to 135. Just be losing less weight. Not going to lose the skills. Moving up to 154 might be a worse idea. Because you letting Terrence Crawford gain weight too. You letting him get bigger too. So it's not like Spence is going to have the upper hand because they're going to be different sizes. They're both going to be at 154. They're both going to be at 154. So not much is going to change. Terrence Bud Crawford has already been in the gym. Errol Spence has been on vacation trying to heal up. And we don't even know when the fight date is. So Bud already has a head start. He already has a head start. And I don't want to hear anyone say that it's not fair because Spence just came off of a beating. If I were Spence, obviously, I think Spence's team tried to convince him to let this shit go. Let this shit go. Let Bud Crawford go. Let that man go his own motherfucking way. And you go your own way. Opposite of Terrence Crawford, so make sure you never run into Terrence Crawford again. That's what I believe Errol Spence's team was telling this guy. Because think about it. He goes in there again and get brutalized even worse than the first fight. I don't want to say his career is over, but bruh, you getting brutalized like that within a 6-month period, that's gotta rip your soul in part. That's gotta go in your loins and remove your confidence. Getting brutalized 2 times in a motherfucking fight in a 6-month period. So Errol Spence's team was probably like, yo, take some time off. Stay in Spain. See the beautiful beaches. Madrid. See the girls. Spread your wings and fly, Errol Spence. Fly. Fly. Your way ass from Terrence Crawford. Fly away from motherfucking Bud. Okay? Bud got y'all whole camp shook. Charlo, Bud talking shit to Charlo in the middle of beating down his stablemate in the middle of a fight. Saying, you next, nigga. Saying, you next. Talking to Charlo. Lil Charlo. And Charlo said, nah, I ain't my brother's keeper. Charlo said, I ain't my brother's keeper. I ain't Errol Spence's keeper. You beat Errol Spence, that's on you, dog. Charlo said, I'm done with that. Charlo said he on a bigger and better thing. He want to go get that Nello smoke. So Errol Spence's whole team shook. Except Errol Spence. Errol Spence said, fuck this shit. He ain't gonna motherfucking embarrass me like that. He ain't gonna motherfucking embarrass me like that. That shit was embarrassing. I hadn't seen a beat down like that. That looked like a professional versus an amateur. That looked like Crawford made Errol Spence look like somebody off the street. You know how when those people off the street come in the boxing gym and want to fight the boxing trainer? They talking all that shit to the boxing trainer, and then the fight started and the boxing trainer put a beat down on that motherfucker? That's how that shit looked. That shit looked horrible. But Spence said, fuck this. Spence said, fuck it, I want some more. I don't know what Spence going through. That's his ego. The truth has an ego. Now, Errol Spence beat Danny Garcia at 147. Danny Garcia went up and beat Jose Benavidez Jr. at 154. Now, Errol Spence could go up to 154 and fight a plethora of other opponents, right? You have Sebastian Fundora. You have Tim Tszyu. Erickson Lubin. A lot of folks. It's pretty competitive at 154. Not bad. And then maybe come back and beat and fight Bud. I ain't gonna say beat Bud, fight Bud. That would have been the thing to do on one aspect. But with great risks come great rewards, right? Without any great risks, there are no great rewards. You can take high risks and low rewards, but usually great rewards come with high risk. There's very low risk and high rewards things in life. So let's talk about what would happen if Errol Spence beats Bud Crawford in the second fight. Well, we'll say that, damn, the first fight, it was really something wrong with with Spence. Right? Not only that, he's going to get paid again the second fight. And he wins the second fight, it's going to open up for a trilogy. So that's 3 times. That's 3 paychecks. 3 big paychecks. Okay? So, to get that, he's got to beat Bud the second time to get to the third fight. Bud is standing in his way. So, but think about it this way too. What if Errol Spence is just that was the best Errol Spence? What if that fight was the best Errol Spence could put out? It would be smart for him to take the second fight. Why? Because if the first fight was the best Errol Spence, and he's not getting any better, just hypothetically, let's say that was the best Errol Spence. Let's say that was the best Spence could put out was the Crawford Spence 1. If he skips Bud Crawford and goes and fights someone else at 154, and he still looks unimpressive, his stock value is going to decline. Going to fall faster than a rock. They're going to say, oh, Errol Spence was overrated this whole motherfucking time. He was overrated this whole time. While Bud Crawford was underrated, Errol Spence was overrated. This is what would happen if Errol Spence skipped Crawford 2. And he ended up looking mediocre against other 54-pounders. Because right now, us as the audience, us as the fans, some of us believe that Terrence Crawford is just that much better than Errol Spence. But the question is, if Errol Spence goes on to another 54-pounder and he looks mediocre, then his stock is going to fall. So Errol Spence takes this fight, Crawford 2, gets another big paycheck because people are still going to come out and watch and see if that was the best Errol Spence or not. So at this point, it's a win-win for Errol. If he peaked the last fight, if that was his best performance, if we saw the best Errol Spence last fight. Now, Terrence Crawford always said that he makes people look like nobodies. Well, damn sure played out last fight because Errol Spence looked like a no fucking body. Errol who? The truth? The lie? That nigga looked like a nobody in there with Terrence Crawford. He looked like a nobody. He looked like a motherfucking can of tomatoes. He didn't look like nobody. So maybe Errol Spence knows that was his best performance. Maybe he knows that there's no way he can beat Terrence Crawford. And maybe he knows that this is his last hoorah. Because as a boxing fan, I can't even imagine how Errol Spence can get at least 4 times better in 2 months. I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't see that. He would have to basically be a tune-up. He don't need a tune-up. He don't need a tune-up. He need more than a tune-up. A tune-up is when your car, it's been sitting for a while, you crank it up, and it's running a little off. Just a little off. A tune-up will fix that. But a tune-up won't fix. You start your car and the whole engine fall out. Tune-up not going to fix that. You need to go to a motherfucking dealership and buy a whole new motherfucking car. And that's what Errol Spence needs to even stay in the ring with Terrence Crawford. Fuck a tune-up. Terrence Crawford got in the tune-up with Ebenezer. That was a tune-up. Errol Spence need to go to the dealership and get a new motherfucking car. I don't see how Errol Spence can prepare for Terrence Crawford in such a short period of time. Going up a weight class that he's never been in before. Now, it's one thing to go up a weight class that you've never been in before and you look excellent at your last fight. Right? If you look good at 135, say Devin Haney, even though I think he lost last fight against Lomachenko, he didn't look horrible. He go up to 140, it's not something drastic. But looking bad and moving up in a new weight class and fighting somebody who just beat your ass, that's not. You need a whole new car, not a tune-up. You need a whole new car. You need to throw everything. You need to go back to the drawing board and figure out what the fuck happened. And what the fuck can you do to prevent it from happening again? So, him and Derek James, they have a lot of soul searching to do. They have a lot of soul. They have a lot of soul searching to do. They need to figure out what the fuck. That's where they need to start at. They need to start at what the fuck. How the fuck. Why the fuck. Where the fuck. How the fuck did Terrence Crawford beat your ass so motherfucking bad? And find out why Terrence Crawford beat your ass so bad. Maybe you tweeted something Terrence Crawford didn't like. And you may want to go back and delete that tweet. You need to figure out why he beat your ass that bad. Why the fuck he beat your ass that bad? You need to start there. That's what you need. You need to get back to the drawing, not back to the drawing. You need to throw the drawing board that y'all used away. And y'all need to go to a chalkboard. Y'all need to go to your fucking chalk. Y'all need to put shit in dirt. Write shit in dirt, nigga. Get y'all game plan in dirt. Create some stick figures or some shit. Fuck a drawing board. Y'all need the motherfucking. Y'all need to seek therapy before y'all get started. Like, it didn't even, the fight didn't even look like Errol Spence deserved to be in the ring with Terrence Crawford. So y'all need to figure out, where the hell are you all? Who are you all? Like, a beating like that make you rethink your whole life. So that's where y'all need to start at. And y'all, the time is motherfucking ticking. Y'all got 2 months. If y'all having a fight in December. 2 months. That's only 8 weeks. And y'all need to do some soul searching. You, Derek James, and the white boy that's cooking for y'all, y'all need to figure out what the hell happened. Maybe the burgers that the white boy cooked for y'all was fucked up. What the hell was the game plan? Did you even fucking execute the game plan? Were you listening to your coach? You gotta figure all that shit out. And that's gonna take at least 3 weeks. You need to figure out, why the hell Terrence Crawford beat your ass like that? How he beat your ass like that? What can you do, or what should you have done? What did you do wrong? Was the game plan wrong? Were the instructions wrong? What the hell went wrong? Was it something you ate? Were you sick? Did you get in a breakup? What went wrong? Because again, like your name says, the truth. You need to figure out the truth and see what the hell is going on inside. Before you get inside that ring. Find out who you are inside. Come up with the game plan. And have a plan A, a plan B, and plan C. You can't, what you did for all those years, fight Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Kell Brook, all that shit that you did, that shit ain't work with Terrence Crawford. They got your number. So you need to figure out something else. Somebody said you should fight orthodox. Yeah. And, well, while that's a drastic measure, at this point, you need to start out on who the fuck you are. You need to start all over again. So, closing thoughts. What do I think is going to happen? Well, I don't see too much difference from the first fight to the second fight. Errol Spence is not going to have enough time to do the soul searching that he needs to do. He's moving up in a new weight. Whole new weight class. With someone who just beat his ass. Bud's already training. Bud is coming up with a new game plan. Spence, they need time to figure out what the hell happened. That should take about 4 weeks. They're going to go into the gym 4 weeks. Then it's fight week. It's going to be the same outcome, maybe even worse. I think Terrence Crawford is going to finish this dude in 3 rounds. 3 rounds. Because the first fight was such a one-sided fight, Terrence Crawford has gained confidence in himself and his team. Hell, there ain't no telling what Terrence Crawford might do. He beat him left-handed first fight. He might beat him right-handed next fight. He quick as shit. He strong as shit. Excuse me. Ooh. Sorry about that. He might be able to beat Terrence Crawford. I mean, he might be able to beat Errol Spence with his hands tied behind his back. So, I got Terrence in 3. I hope I'm wrong. I want to see a good competitive fight, but I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. So Terrence in 3, maybe 4. Open and shut. Errol get the bag, ride off into the sunset. Terrence Crawford. He'll fight. I don't know if they. I don't think he's gonna fight Canelo. I like to see it, but I don't know. We'll see. But thank you for watching. I'm out.